I am Whiskers the kitten. Today I am going to be talking to you about animal cruelty. You are now wondering how I'm talking to you psychically and telepathically. One word. Voodoo psychic magic diamonds. You see, I was a victim of animal cruelty. A horrible human abused me and did something so terrible to me that I lost all hope for humankind. You see, I was locked in a cage for weeks.
They locked you in a cage? How cruel.
No, it's not. Locking animals in a cage is perfectly humane. Humans do it to animals all the time. It's perfectly acceptable. They even lock other humans in cages.
Really?
There is nothing wrong with holding a living creature captive in a small space for a long time.
Then what happened to you?
Well, after being locked in a small cage for weeks, a scientist came and got me out. The scientist placed me on an operating table and without any warning whatsoever, jammed the metal rod right into my butthole.
Wow, that sounds pretty cruel. I'm sorry that happened to you, Whiskers.
Listen to me. Sticking metal objects in an animal's butt against its will is not animal cruelty. It's perfectly acceptable.
It is?
Even if an animal doesn't want a metal object rammed up its butt and it tries to fight you, it's still not considered an animal cruelty act to shove a metal rod in its anus against its will. It's perfectly acceptable.
Really?
Really?
Then what happened to you, Whiskers?
After pulling the metal thermometer out of my butthole, they injected me with lethal poison to kill me.
Wow, Whiskers, that's definitely animal cruelty.
What's cruel about poisoning innocent kittens to death?
It just sounds inhumane.
It's not animal cruelty. They do it at the Humane Society all the time, injecting kittens with lethal poison to kill them.
You said you survived animal cruelty. If injecting kittens with lethal poison to kill them isn't animal cruelty, I don't know what is. Are you telling me that something worse happened to you?
Oh yes, something much, much worse. After I was good and dead, they began ripping my guts out and pulling out my intestines.
They pulled out your intestines? That's animal cruelty, isn't it?
No, you fool. You don't know what you're talking about. Ripping out kittens' guts and pulling out their intestines is not animal cruelty.
It's not?
Not at all. You see, after ripping out the cat's guts, they pull the small intestine and then they feed it into a machine that extracts the collagen. After extracting the collagen, it braids it into a thread, wraps it around a spool, and then puts it into a box and sell it as thread for stitching up humans in hospitals.
Well, I guess it's not cruelty if it's for a hospital.
Ripping out kittens' small intestines for hospitals is perfectly acceptable.
What could be worse than having your intestines ripped out?
After realizing I'm still alive, the scientist decided to stitch me back together with my own guts.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, Whiskers.
It's perfectly common practice to use dissolving thread as stitches for animals. That's not an act of animal cruelty.
Well, humans have to stitch up wounded animals somehow. What happened after that, Whiskers? How did they abuse you?
Well, after stitching my wounds back together with my own gut, which is perfectly normal, the scientist put me back into my cage. The scientist's teenage daughter came in and pierced my ear.
Say what?
She pierced my ear.
Okay.
Look how beautiful they are. Look how amazing I am with my big shiny diamonds in my ear.
I don't understand, Whiskers.
I look absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, you do. You look gorgeous, Whiskers.
You understand nothing.
Explain it to me, Whiskers.
These are voodoo psychic magic diamonds she put into my ear.
What?
They make me immortal and psychic and a lot of other powers that your simple comprehension cannot even begin to fathom.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
I'm sorry they did it to you, Whiskers. What are you gonna do with your very psychic magic power?
I, Whiskers the kitten, will teach the world about animal cruelty.
That's a great idea, Whiskers. How are you gonna do it?
You'll see.